Lagos is a city of justice and progress, a cosmopolitan city of repute, a city brand with diverse political and socio-economic potentials. No wonder we call it the center of excellence. Let's broaden your horizon about this great city on the City of Lagos TV show. Thanks for joining us. Governing a state like Lagos for Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is serious business. And so let's bring you latest engagements of Mr. Governor from the governor's office. Periodical project inspection across the city of Lagos, especially as it relates to transport infrastructural projects, is of great concern to the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. At the end of his recent tour of projects across the state, Mr. Governor gave an update on the areas inspected, citing the significant projects made so far.
We've been out for the past 4 hours or 4.5 hours or so. Now we're at the intersection of Apapa Road that takes us into the Ebute train station. So we're at the section of Muritala Mohammed turning into Apapa Road. Our journey today started from Agege Station, where we all view and saw what we're doing at Agege Station. And at Agege Station, we also have NRC station there. So that's where when trains, if NRC is running, and they are bringing passengers from Ibadan, that's the station in which they are going to come down if they want to join our own intra-city train services. And you can see that there's a connectivity between our own station in Agege and the NRC station in Agege. From Agege, we moved to Ikeja. Ikeja happens to be the iconic station on the Red Line. And you can see that that station is on a wide expanse of about 240 meters. In clear times, that's the size of almost 3 football fields. And it's at roof level, it's going into completion, and all of the things, all of the furnitures that needs to make it a first-class train station, you can see that we're on track with it. After that, we went to inspect the overpass, which is the vehicular, the bridge from Awolowo Road onto Agege Motor Road, going towards Mongoro. You can also see that that bridge, which has two flanks, is a T-bridge. It's on the plan to be completed by the end of October. And you can see that significant work has gone onto that bridge overpass. The overpass is really for the rail to be able to go underneath. From there, we all joined again and went to the Mushin station. Similarly, also at the Mushin station, you have a bridge that crosses from Kayode, the Onipan side, the Ikorodu Road side of the bridge, onto the Ogumokun side in Mushin, going towards Agege Motor Road. You could see that the bridge are out and it's on schedule. There were a few challenges in that area. There are 1 or 2 schools that we need to relocate, and there's a massive regeneration that we plan for that whole place. You could see that on the rail track, there are several demolitions that has taken place. Government has paid extensive amount, far and over beyond what anybody could have expected on that entire. That's why we don't have any problem at all. And you also saw the station that's also going on there. So at Mushin, we have the bridge overpass. We also have the station there. So that makes the second bridge overpass. From there, we were at Yaba train station again. There are 2 major infrastructure development there. The train station is at roof level. You could see that it's on track, it's on schedule, and it will meet the October-November deadline. Similarly, you also saw the bridge there. The bridge from Teju that now exits into Muritala Mohammed is also a T-bridge. And the contractor was on site, and the contractor also had indicated by November, before the end of this year, that whole bridge also will be open. From there, we are now here at Ebute Metta, and we're at the junction, like I said, of Ebute Metta, which is Apapa Road and Muritala Mohammed. Similarly as well here, we have a bridge overpass and we have a train station. We've been to the train station before. You know that that has also the civil works of that station have been completed. It's just the finishing that we're doing in that station. And you can see the bridge overpass as well. is also on schedule to ensure that they hand over this November, December at the latest. This particular place has been extremely very challenging because of the vehicular density here and the fact that it was difficult for the contractor to have access to be able to do their drilling so that they can come up with all of the pairs. But I'm happy that all of that has happened now. So what they're doing is they are doing concrete in situ and they're doing also precast so that they can put, all of the beams on schedule. So that really is our journey today on the red line. And like we've said, the red line is a project that was conceived by this government. It's a project that was started by this government, and you can see that we've given commitment by the end of this year, we should be rounding up on the red line. This is our third or our fourth trip with you gentlemen of the press this year alone, and you can see that each time we come, there's been significant progress that the contractors have achieved, on this corridor.
The recently held Lagos State APC meeting gave the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, an opportunity to challenge party members and stakeholders to close ranks ahead of the 2023 elections. The governor gave his candid advice on strategies to mend fences, strengthen the unity of the party, and not to take anything for granted to give the party victory.
We cannot lose this opportunity. It's even now we need to work double extra hard to ensure that people that do not know our path, they do not write our history. We have a unique opportunity in Lagos. Listen, it is all of us. Our polling booths have moved from 8,000 to 13,000. Taba agreed the joint election at 2020 in 13,000 polling booths before 10 o'clock at 300,000. So we can say we can indeed make those numbers that we're talking about. We all come back stronger, bigger, and better as a party. We will resolve all of those that are different. We will ensure that we continue to communicate among themselves. Because we all want the very best for the party. There will be rambles here and there, but I can assure you that we will ensure that we resolve this thing. We will not take anybody to chance. We will not take anybody for granted. You've written here about 33 I've written. The fact that you wrote it, it means that in your heart you believe that we can resolve it somehow. That for me is a positive thing that I'm taking away.
In furtherance of his open door policy with the media, the Lagos State Governor hosted the Guild of Editors to a dinner at his residence to have a robust interactive session as a way of feeling their pulse on governance in Lagos. The editors representing their various media organizations raised questions bordering from entertainment to security and infrastructural development. In his response, Mr. Governor cleared the air on some issues raised.
In the month of November, it's going to be a full month of tourism. We're going to be hosting the NAFEST Festival, which is a festival for arts and culture in the whole of the country. Thirdly, we're also going to be hosting UNWTO, which is the World Tourism Organization, at the National Art Theatre. We're going to be making sure that they're part of the National Art Theatre will be ready. And further down, we're also going to have an art exhibition also in November. On the entertainment side as well, for the Nollywood, we're actually supporting them. We're giving them grants. Third set of grants that we give. We just give them grants. It's not a loan. Whatever it is that they agree that is deserving of this thing. So we're doing it. And we're training them. We're training them using Ebony Life. We're training them using Del York. We've trained over 4,000. We pay all their tuition fees. There's also a big activity on entertainment, the Eddie's Award that's going to happen in the US. That's the first time they're taken out of this show. Lagos is the biggest sponsor. A year and a half ago, we said we wanted to retrofit about 1,900 poles to retrofit into new bright LED light. And that we've done significant. I think that project has gone into about 90%. So if you go on Third Malami and they put on the light, you realize that, in fact, you can turn off your headlight. If you go on Bodylon, if you go on, you actually can. They're brighter, they're stronger. It's supposed to reduce our total cost, buying diesel, buying new generators, and reduce the consumption of these street lights because they are low energy, and so you can use a lot more, for the same size of diesel and generators that we have. The security of life and property, as I've promised, is paramount. And I've charged them all, I've encouraged them, and I've said to them, whatever we can do within our means. They will always ask for so many things. Go and bring this, go and bring this, go and. But we'll try within our means, because not doing it, or the consequences of you not supporting them, has greater implications. So we'll do it to keep our city and our state safe. Third Mainland Bridge, with all of the manholes and potholes, I have actually also noticed it, to be honest with you. We'll escalate it to engineer Kuti and Popola. And your third question is, when are you going to finish this rail? That's one of our own legacy. We have promised Lagosians that it's going to happen. And by the grace of God, it will happen in our life. It will happen first this year, and the second one within the first quarter next year. We will not wait for election to deliver those two rail projects. On the 18th, we are going to finishing the last pile, the last pier. They will be putting the last concrete. The only thing that will delay this one will run on electricity. The other will run on diesel. So the one that is running electric, which is the blue line, we have to do a dedicated power line, and that's going on right now.
And finally, from the governor's office, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, took time out from his busy schedule to attend the 70th birthday of Senator Daisy Danjuma alongside other top dignitaries in the political space. The governor described the celebrant as a woman of substance.
This is indeed another grand ceremony. A simple but classic ceremony for a woman that means different things to different people. A woman that has indeed been a bridge builder, both across the Niger and across all ethnic divide of our country. A completely detribalized Nigerian, a virtuous woman. But more importantly, and everybody who will be envious of this, a Lagosian, Senator Daisy Danjuma. Because you can see, and I think you should clap for that Lagos part of it. In our active life, and in the life at which all of us got to truly, truly appreciate and know her, Lagos has remained home to her and her husband. And so for me personally, I have grown to know her more personal in the last 5-7 years. I remember when I was going around and I was an aspirant, I became a candidate 5 years ago. She opened her door for me, and I cannot forget. Your advice, your admonition, your expectation, and your clarity of thought still lives with me. You're a woman that indeed will speak to what the issues are, and you will not be mindful of who is at the other side. You will indeed admonish when there's a need and encourage when there's a need, and you speak your mind. I want to thank you very much.
And that's the storyline from the governor's office segment on the City of Lagos TV show. The show will continue right after this timeout.
Good day, Lagosians. My name is Folashade Adefisayo, the Honorable Commissioner for Education, Lagos State, and I'm so pleased to be here with all of you. Power of education as one of the most critical pillars in the themes agenda of our dear Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. The policy thrust of the state is the provision of quality education to every child, irrespective of their economic circumstances or their gender, religion, or where they live. And this shows in the programs and initiatives that the government has embarked on. Let's start with infrastructure. What we've done is, of course, the renovation of many of our schools, as well as the building of new schools. As the remarkable school at Elemoro, with its own track and field, its own football pitch, where spectators can sit and enjoy the sports going on below them. And we've also invested in boarding hostels for our boys and girls across our model schools. We've invested in the provision of a great new school which we built using containers, It's a green school, so we don't use power from the mains. We actually use solar energy. And of course, solar energy is such a sustainable, long-term, green kind of energy. And apart from that, we've also focused a lot on teaching and learning. Because while it's important that the students are in a conducive environment, it's also extremely critical that they are taught by qualified, competent, well-trained teachers. And that's our objective. There is no teacher who works in Lagos State who is not qualified to teach. But even beyond that, we also ensure that we give them adequate orientation and training. For example, the remarkable Eco Excel program, where our teachers are given tablets with our scheme of work on it, based on our own curriculum on all these tablets. So these teachers use the tablet as a sort of support in the classroom. And you see the learners are engaged in class because there are lots of activities. It's no longer teachers just lecturing or talking down at the children, but teachers teaching them in a collaborative way, building teams in the classroom, integrating technology with what they're doing, teaching them critical thinking and problem solving. And what we find is that right from primary one, most of our students are able to read, write with age-appropriate fluency. So Lagosians, I assure you, and I hope you've seen, that this government, the government of Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, stands for good quality education. Quality, quality, quality. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ni.
You're still watching the City of Lagos TV show. Welcome to Transport Lagos, where we look at issues around transportation in Lagos. We all know Lagos State is a cosmopolitan city with a very huge population and one infrastructure that is of great significance and benefit to Lagosians, and of which forms a stronger pillar of the themes agenda of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is transportation. And of course, driving is a major significant activity in the business of transportation. But for a city like Lagos, for the sake of safety of Lagosians, those who man vehicles as drivers must have some level of professional competence to deliver on good transportation. And so there is a strategic institute that is saddled with the responsibility to create the desired manpower in the area of driving. And we are talking about the Lagos State Drivers Institute, which is ably managed and of course administered by the General Manager, Afsat Tiamiu. You're welcome, madam.
Thanks for having me.
This is a very strategic institute because you cannot talk about transport without talking about those who man the vehicles professionally. So, madam, first, let's get a bit profile of your personality.
I am Mrs. Siami Afusat, the General Manager, Lagos State Drivers Institute. I graduated from Obafemi Awolowo University in the year 1992. I later proceeded to Olabisi Onabanjo, University of Agowoyi. I had postgraduate diploma in transport study and master's degree in intervention studies from the same university. I joined Lagos State Civil Service in the year 1993 as a traffic management officer. Then our duty is to make sure traffic flows very well on Lagos Road. Later, when they created the Lagos State Drivers Institute in the year 2009, I got my transfer to this place, and I've been working in different capacity as head of center, head of our training center Ikeja, head of our center Lagos Island, director, training. Then later, I serve as acting general manager of this noble institute until 3 years ago, precisely 2019, that I was promoted to the full-fledged general manager of this great institute.
Looking at your very outstanding professional profile, how well have you brought your wealth of experience to bear to position this institute?
Thank you. It has been a fantastic journey. Because of my background as a transporter, I've been able to change a lot of things about the institute. When I came in, we had only 5 centers. Keja Center, Badagry Center at Okwafo, Ikoru Center at Odongunyan, then Lagos Island Center at Ojoba, another one at Ekpe, Ito-Ikin Road. But I find out that transportation is very key. You cannot achieve anything without movement, and drivers are very key. So I believe we need to expand. We're able to increase our centers to 11 now. That's my first major assignment. So we are operating in 5 centers, then 6 annexes. As we speak, our office at Ojoju Bega, sharing the same building with VIS, we are operating at Igodo, SCDA. We have one at Akim Dixon Street, at Lekki, Olowusura, Agric Ikorodu. The last one is at Arena, where we share the same building with Task Force. You know, training, retraining, and certification is key to safety. People are dying, statistics are there. Those that are supposed to be important, that are supposed to be useful to the growth of the nation in future, they are being killed on our road daily. I believe if you are able to bring driver as many as possible to classroom environments towards increasing their training, knowledge, and skills, I believe all those problems will be solved totally. We cannot solve it totally. I think we reduce it like 60–70%.
Some states don't have Institute of Drivers, but this is quite germane with Lagos State because of the cosmopolitan nature of Lagos. Now, we want you to catalog the very significant initiatives, programs, projects, most interestingly, achievements of this institute in recent times, in line with the theme's agenda.
Thank you very much. We have 6 developmental strategies that Lagos State Governor has put in place. Ministry of Transportation, they are in charge of the transportation in Lagos State. So we are under that ministry. So as an agency that is saddled with a responsibility of safety on the road, we have done a lot of things. Like when I came in, I believe because of the problem that occurred like 2019, COVID and some other thing, we deploy a kind of training session that in the comfort of your house, you can go to our website www.lazu.org. You can get your training done in your house. For what? For us to continue to drive on Lagos Road safely. Apart from that, all drivers that normally come to the institute, we believe eyesight, vision is very key. So with help of our sister agency like Ministry of Health, they have been helping to post optometrists to the agency so that we can be getting right people behind the wheel that have good vision. So in that area, I've achieved on that as well.
What's your relationship with the National Union of Road Transport Workers? Because this is a very strong association, which of course has drivers. What is the scope of your operation? Private drivers, public transport drivers?
Our core mandate is to bring professional drivers, those that are earning their living through driving profession, which NURW, they are the major. They're supposed to be seen on yearly basis. But people believe drivers they are just common element of the society. They are not well tutored, they are not seasoned. And governor, because of the love they have for citizens, put up this place that drivers go to the institute, get yourself trained. If anybody is saying common driver, you say, no, I'm not common because I'm a trained and a professional driver. But we are facing a lot of challenges getting them to key into the system. And I've taken it up with Commissioner for Transportation and it's already working. Even my peers, with time, we get there. Corporate people, they are very important and they have been 100% support. I believe the message that we are receiving from them, find out that if you want to get yourself employed in any corporate organization, if you don't come to LASRI for certification, they are not going to employ you because we have curriculum that we are following. And when I came in, we have been able to remodify it. We invited consultants, professionals from transportation field, FRSC. We invite people that knows the nitty-gritty about transportation system. So we have remodified it. And then apart from that, here now there we have people that are seasoned. They have been on this profession for a long time and they perform. So we are not relenting. We are moving forward just to make sure we meet up with what people demand outside there. Somebody like me, I've been to Canada for international training. I've been to Sweden, like majority of us, for road safety training. When we come back from the training, we step it down to our people. So like we are imbibing into what I know very soon we will get there. It's a matter of patience.
Let's look at the aspect of seatbelt usage, training. Are there training equipments within the premises where you take people through concerning these areas?
Right under our office there, we have what we call seatbelt convincer. We usually deploy it for drivers, for them to know that seatbelt inside the vehicle is not for decoration or for fashion, that is serving a purpose, which is safety. So anybody that comes to the training, we usually use the seatbelt convincer to take them. The other thing is simulators.
What has been the level of collaboration and synergy with other sister agencies, non-governmental organizations, to be able to achieve your mandate?
Thank you. First of all, our sister agency, that we are from the same ministry. I mean VIS and LASMA. They have been cooperating with us. They have been helping us to even achieve our mandates. Like the law that set up or says, if you are driving for a living in Lagos State, you need to pass through the agency once in a year towards increasing your driving skill and update your knowledge. The law also says if you refuse to pass through the institute as a professional driver, LASMA and VIS, they can enforce. We cannot enforce, but LASMA and VIS, they're enforcing for us. So for that reason, they have been so cooperating in that area. They have been helping us. When we find out that some company didn't come, we put up a kind of memo to them, informing them that this and this are what they're supposed to do, and they are doing it. And all that is the Ministry of Health. In the area of getting our high units, they put our high units in place for us. Recently, our parastatal monitoring office, who are put to be one of the ministry in the state, they're also helping us to make sure we get school bus driver to come and be part of the training. Like MPA, Nigerian Port Authority, recently we are planning on how to train all these articulate drivers, truck driver, tanker and trailers. So we don't rely on government, Lagos State government agency alone. We are partnering with federal, even including FRSC. We do sensitization programs together. We do advocacy with FRSC and some other sister agencies as well.
We already know what the governor is doing with the rail sector. And of course, the last time we spoke to him, he said more buses are coming. Of course, recently he commissioned a lag ride. Is there any connection between the institute and the lag ride project?
Thank you very much. Part of the requirements for anybody that wants to take up that vehicle to drive is possession of LASRI certification card. So on daily basis, we train them here. Every day they are here. They have been telling us that we are doing a very laudable work. They will tell you at the end of the so this is like this. So the triangle sign is not just still caution, it's the general danger sign. But we take them through different sessions. As a driver, your duty to your vehicle, to yourself, to the driving environment. We tell you about road signs, that all those signs, they are speaking some language that you need to understand and comply with it as a driver. All those one, who has right of way, take them on that. Defensive driving technique, our curriculum is loaded.
So let's look at your challenges. Are there any challenges the institute is facing, and what effort are you making to overcome these challenges?
My major challenge is the union people, because they're supposed to form majority of drivers that are supposed to be training on yearly basis. Look at their numbers outside there. If you are getting them to the institute, if they are well tutored, if they are well trained, the madness we are seeing on the road every day, won't be having it. When governor came in here to just check on us, find out that our simulator is not functioning at all, he said we should put up a proposal. Unfortunately, he got the something repaired for us, and it's functioning very well. Like even our capturing point too, there are not too many then. We have been getting 100% support from governor, and it has been good. It has been a fantastic experience.
So what are the future projections, the future plans of this institute?
As I told you that our governor has been so supportive to the agency. we've gotten approval to build a world standard driving range for drivers in Lagos State, where practical session will be taken. So if we're able to get that one done, we got it right. Very, very soon, we're already on it. As a general manager, I want to leave a very good legacy. I believe what we are doing, we are not doing enough, we want to do more. My plan is that I want us to spread. You know, we have 20 local government, 57 local government development area. I believe we are able to get largely in all other areas access to it, to our facilities and training will just be easier for Lagosian. I want to expand, and I believe we still want to improve on what we had already. We review our curriculum so that people will know that if at all, if you are a learner, when you get to Lazarus, you will get home loaded.
So, what's your final word to Lagosians, to drivers, to stakeholders, as you intend to achieve a better driving system?
My message to Lagosians, especially those that are earning their living through driving profession, please kindly make it a duty annually to come to the institute to update your driving skills and knowledge. Also, drive defensively. Life has no duplicates. Stakeholders, I believe we need to take your time and be part of the moving progress. Lazarus is an institution of learning that has interest of drivers. Welfare of drivers is very key, is very germane to us in the institute. Lagosians, especially those that have drivers in their fleet, corporate organization, please endeavor to send your drivers to Lagos Driver Institute for annual training. Is the law. Let us be on the safe side of the law. On this note, I want to appreciate Mr. Governor Babajide Olusola Aduragbemi Sanwo-Olu for his 100% support for the institute in the area of the capacity building of my staff, the area of infrastructure development, and finally for development of transportation in Lagos State. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe ni.
And that's it for Transport Lagos for now. We'll be speaking with the General Manager of the Lagos State Drivers Institute, Afsat Tiamiu, telling us about the giant strides of the agency under her able leadership. It is obvious, and she has stated it clear, do you want to become a professional driver and you require all it takes to get a better job? You better come to Lastry. This is one institute that propagates good professional driving ethics for a safer Lagos. The City of Lagos TV show will continue in a moment.
I can say that it deserves a second term based on what is going on now. There are many projects that are going on now. You can see the one they are doing at maybe Second Rainbow, crossing bridge there, and there are many other projects that are just going on in the country. I think it deserves a second term. Another thing that I think that makes him deserve a second term is that the level of security in Lagos is number one, because Lagos is really secured. In terms of security, it's flying. I know what is happening in other states like this now, but the crime rate in this town, in Lagos State, is very, very much reduced. So I can give an applaud to his administration.
I don't see anything wrong in that, because I think they have been doing one or two things since he has been in the administration. So I think they should give him more trial. So let him go for the second time. Since he has been there, I don't see anything wrong in his administration, to me personally. So I don't think nothing wrong in his going for second tenure.
I've seen a lot of things he has done, and moreover, the continuity of the past government, even the two successors that he has done, has given me confidence that he should go for the second time. Virtually every area. Education, I've seen so many things in schools, employment. I'm not a politician. Part of it is completing what the previous government did. Another one, we are seeing it in Ikeja, isn't it? And we've seen it. I've seen it in Yaba, several every area. So we want improvement in And I know we'll get there in Lagos.
Yes, it deserves a second. Why I think it deserves a second time is that looking at Lagos today, the development we are having in Lagos today is because of the continuity of the government that has been coming on from 1999. I think that is why we have this high development in Lagos. So if we can continue this way, I think it's okay for us to have film in the second period.
Let's spice up your weekend with action-packed moments on Entertainment Lagos on the City of Lagos TV show. This is Joy Baby in the Hood. Let's take you into the world of entertaining stories with Entertainment Gests. First on Entertainment Gests. Nollywood actor Moses Armstrong has been granted bail following allegations of rape leveled against him. His friends took to their Facebook page to celebrate his release. Nigeria's Oscar submission, The Milkmaid, lands Amazon Prime Video debut. The critically acclaimed title represented Nigeria at the 93rd Academy Awards in 2021. Davido's international hit song 4 has re-entered the Billboard Afrobeat Songs chart on the chart dated August 13, 2022, following his performance at Travis Scott's concert. Finally, on Entertainment Gist, Nigerian international sensation Tems has made history by becoming the Nigerian with the most entries on America's Billboard Hot 100 charts. And that's it on Entertainment Gist. We're proud to present to you our Gospel Artist of the Week.
Yes, so Lagosians, your brother don't show again. It's me, Victor C. Jacobs, the Gospel Artist of the Week. Guess what? I'm on Entertainment Lagos, on the City of Lagos TV show. It's Hallelujah time with me. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Yes, so my people, I know a lot of you have been wondering, who is this guy, Victor C. Jacobs? Let's get to it. My full name is Victor C. Wanze. The C means Chionyenedue. I am a typical Igbo man from Asaba, Oshimili North local government area of Delta State, Ibusa to be precise. I've been in the music industry for let's say 3 decades and more. One of my mentors, Sinach, has inspired me, and also Don Moan. You know, music for me has been all through my life. I started when I was in the choir, and for many decades now I've been into the music. I don't just do music, if you must know. I'm also an award-winning writer. I've authored about 4 books, which are best-selling, and also I'm an actor. I'm generally into entertainment. I'm a music producer, I'm a music director, I'm a songwriter, and I've featured a couple of international artists, and even in Nigeria. I've done with Faith Favor, I've done with Moje from Kenya, Ngozi Oji. That's my reality. The aim is just continually being a blessing and reaching out with the gospel. Currently, I have 3 albums to my credit. Tracks, It's All About You, Beautiful, DK. That DK means the strongest one, the mighty one. You want to know why I prefer gospel music? Because gospel is the good news. So my people, it is time for me to blow your mind. And I want to do a song, a hit song of mine that's going to inspire you, that's going to bless you, that's going to lift your spirit. And the title of the song is Thank You, Father. There's so much God has done for us, and it's just time to say thank you. Listen and be blessed.
You are my father, you are a friend, you mean everything to me, and even more. You gave me life, you gave me hope, you gave me peace and everything. I hope someday I give it back to you, and even more. You had to struggle, you had to hustle to put food on the table, and even more. You loved my mama, and you cared for all. We hope someday we'll give it back to you, and even more. We wanna say thank you for everything. Thank you for being a good father. Thank you for loving our mama. Thank you. We wanna say thank you for everything. Thank you. Being a good father.
My songs are on all digital platforms. At the Amazon, Boomplay, YouTube, Victor C. Jacobs. My social media handle is at Victor C. Jacobs. Instagram, Twitter, at Victor C. Jacobs. Facebook, Victor C. Jacobs. Also, I'm the founder of the Life Changer Music International. You can also connect with me there. It's been a wonderful time with you all. But before I leave, I just want to leave you with something amazing. You know, that dream you are pursuing, don't give up on it. Because it will definitely speak. It's just a matter of time. It doesn't matter who is encouraging you, but God is there to encourage you. Don't lose faith. Just keep strong and keep pushing. One day you come to light. God bless you. Well, my people, I have to go. But before I leave, I have a parting song for you. And I featured a wonderful woman of God, a woman filled with potential. Her name is Ngozi Oji. And the title of the song is My Reality. It doesn't matter what you think. There is only one reality, and that is God. And I want you to understand that He is the way, the truth, and the life. As you listen, may God bless you.
Alive with you. For you, I'm here today. For you, I'm here to say, you mean everything to me. You're the hope for humanity, the only true way to eternity. This is reality. I need you like a bird needs wings to fly. I need you like fishes needs water to live. You mean everything to me. Cause you see me from the life of pain and penury. Give me a life of freedom and liberty. Hey. Lord, I'm grateful. What more can I say? Jesus is the way, the truth and life, the truth and life. No light. Darkness covers everywhere. No light. I need the way. Jesus is the way, the only way, the truth and life, the only way I know. No light. Give you what I pray. No light, no light.
For you, I'm here today. For you, I'm here to stay. You are the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody comes to the Father except by you, by you. Only you, yeah. Without you, I cannot live. Without you, I cannot sleep. Without you, I cannot move. You mean so much to me. You mean everything to me. You put my feet on the solid rock to stay. Hey, yeah. Show me the way. Jesus is the way, the only way, the truth and life. The only way, no one without you, there'll be no life.
Way to redemption.
No life, no life, no life.
Show me the way.
Jesus is the way. Show me the way, Lord. Show me the way, Lord.
The Son of God has set me free. Now I'm free.
Jesus is the way to eternity,
The only true
the
way.
best of life, the way to peace and joy.
Darkness covers everywhere.
Jesus is the way, the only way, yeah. Jesus, the only way. No life, without Him, no life.
I need the way to the highway,
The only way,
to the heavenly
the
way.
only way. Nobody comes to the Father
Take me to the way.
Jesus is the way.
Father, show me the way.
He's the light. Without Him, there'll be no life.
You are the way to my redemption.
The only way.
No other way.
Jesus is the way. The truth and life.
The only way is the heavenly way. You are the way. The only true way.
Jesus is the way. The truth and life. Without Him, there'll be no life. You can never miss out on exciting moments on Entertainment Lagos. Join me again next week for another spectacular time out.
stay cool.
Well, that's a wrap on our story about Lagos today. Remember, wherever you are coming from, make Lagos your home. It's the best destination city ever. See you next week. Thanks for watching.